Oh, go ahead, Zakia.
Thank you for saying my name right, by the way.
Why?
I wanted to know why y'all are like uplifting white supremacy
Uh,
Oh
because
my
I'm
freaking!
reading your and
All
I'm
right,
and I'm
that's enough. That's enough.
let
That's
me let
enough.
me
but listen,
That's
let me
enough.
I'm gonna be
Hold on.
no,
respectful. I
let me
promise.
Wait, hold
I
on.
am
I
not
want
finna
you
come
to
up here
tell us
crazy.
something. How are we and look, be concise, okay?
Yes, I
How
promise.
are we uplifting white supremacy?
Okay, and I'm promise I'm trying to be respectful, but I'm just going based off what the background says in racism towards whites. From what I understand, right, and this is what I learned back in school, I was told that you can't be racist to white people as a black person. I'm serious. So when I'm seeing the background, I'm a little
They told
confused.
you wrong, Zakia. They told you wrong. They
Hey,
told you wrong.
and
You know
listen,
why? You know why they told you? You know why they told you that?
I don't.
Because they're giving you an indoctrinated mindset to believe that it's okay to be racist to white people when the white people alive today had nothing to do with the history of our ancestors. Just like me, you and Deron as black people, right? We're not slaves now. We do not know what it's like to be a slave. White people do not know what it's like to be slave owners today. And this, I can't be racist to any race or white being racist to white people is racism. It's a lie. It's an excuse people use to be able to say the most racist things and not be held accountable for their racist nonsense. It's a tool that weak black people use to disregard their racism. That's it.
I'm still curious.
That's
I want to
interesting.
know how are we upholding white supremacy.
Yeah,
Just
no, no,
tell
no.
me how we're upholding white supremacy,
Listen,
please.
listen, listen. Deron, Darren, I'm sorry. I promise you, I understand that you're on defense mode because they talking to you crazy in the comments. I do not
No, no, no. Listen.
respect that.
Tell
Listen,
listen
no, no, I'm
again.
finna get into it. I'm finna
Tell
get into it.
us how we're upholding white supremacy.
Like I said, when I was in school, I promise you, I was told that you cannot be racist to white people. So when I see the statement in the background saying "end racism towards whites," my first thought is, hey, you know, from what I understand, he must be misinformed because again, they explicitly told me that if you're black, you don't have the systemic power to be racist.
What
So
is white supremacy? You're still not answering my question. What is white supremacy?
I don't know. I know that it's a system. Oh, they asked me where I went to school. I went to school in Chicago on the South Side. Okay, I got a CPS education, so they might have been sending me off. That's why I'm willing to listen to y'all point of view because this is new to me. But I'm just being
Zakia,
very transparent.
let me explain something. If you were a white supremacist, right?
Yes.
This is the thing. They teach you things so you ignore what true white supremacy is, right? If I was a white supremacist and I wanted to keep my white race supreme, right? If I wanted to keep my race supreme, what would be the number one thing that I would have the people I think that are inferior to me doing?
I don't know.
Think about it like this. If I want to stay supreme, supreme means I say supreme in numbers, population, and money and things like that. Wouldn't I not incentivize that my population stay bigger than those I think is inferior?
That makes
There
sense.
is no bigger tool in Well, listen, it's going to make sense what I'm about to tell you. There is no bigger tool and bigger form of white supremacy than incentivizing black people and people of color to destroy their unborn children. Because the more
Whoa, wait.
melanated
Hold on. I'm sorry.
children
I'm
and
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
melanated,
sorry. We finna go into the topic of the A word. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on this app.
yes,
You can
yes,
say
Um,
AB.
abortion,
I know
AB.
as a female, I just don't feel comfortable with y'all, delving into that topic because
No, 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 no,
it's a
no, no, no,
female's
no.
choice,
And
and I think it's kind of inappropriate
that's
for
what
y'all
they
to talk
do.
about
No,
it
no, 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 no. That's what they do. They have you believing that you can't talk about something that's actually destroying your population. So
because
you're saying this
it's a
things
woman's
as a
right. That's why
female.
as a man you shouldn't be talking about it.
It's a woman's right.
Yeah.
Do you believe that being a woman is biological?
Uh, yes.
Do you believe that a man can identify as being a woman, therefore being a woman?
Yeah. I mean,
You believe that.
I and listen.
Why
This
do
is
you
something else
believe
I was
that?
taught in school. They told me I
Yeah,
took a class called
that's stuff that
race
you were
class
taught.
gender
You know
studies.
what?
I was a straight A student in high
Think
school,
about
so
that.
to hear because I'm willing
Think
to hear y'all out because it's like it's either
right,
y'all
right.
are right
But
or
Zakia,
everybody I know is wrong, and
right?
that's some crazy shit to try to digest.
They're wrong, and I'm going to prove it to you why. You realize you just proved my point. You as a woman and being a biological woman, for some reason, you don't want to talk about AB with me because I'm a man. But yet you believe, and they told you and they've taught you, that being a woman is identity. That a man can identify as a woman and be a woman. You yourself don't agree with that. You don't want to say it because you were taught otherwise. You as a woman, you know that your body is different than mine. And you was ready to stand up for your womanhood because you are a woman. You'll stand up for your womanhood against a man when he's talking about AB, but you won't stand up for your womanhood against other people telling you that a man can be what you are. You see what I'm saying?
I
That's
hear
the
you. No, I hear
mental
you. I hear
that
you. I hear you.
that's the mental gymnastics they're playing with you. And what we say on our side is this: you are biologically a woman. And can't no man understand what it's like to be you, and can't no man be you because he won't go through the things that you will go through in your body. For instance, you and your womanhood and your female status are the only ones that can go through ABs. You're the only ones that can go
Yeah.
through miscarriages. You're the only ones that can go through periods. So that right there should be your premise to see that they lied to you because a man with a penis cannot be what you are
But
fundamentally.
that's
It's in your
crazy though, cause
DNA to
why would
be a
they
woman.
lie? Why would they lie? Why would they lie? Cause like, I
Because it's
promise you, I've
indoctrination. It's
heard this shit for
indoctrination.
years. Like, this is not something I just made up. Like, I went to community college. I was like, I'm supposed to be like this so-called educated person, and for you to sit here and tell me that damn near everybody I've ever been taught by was lying to me, that's crazy as hell. What the hell? So what are you saying?
That's the reason why. With the reason why they're lying to you, there's a reason for that. Because the more we
What the
indoctrinate
hell?
our melanated people and have them focusing on race, like, because if you notice, nothing makes black people more wanting to fight than race. So if I am the powers
Okay,
that be,
you're right about that
if I
one.
have you, it's true because and they use that every 4 years they get something to be racially motivated by because black people by and large will ignore every atrocity except racism.
Like this
I
shit
could
that,
tell black.
I'm sorry, but it's like similar to this thing that's going on with this boy that got stabbed, or the shit in high school. I'm seeing, and this is something that's why I'm on this panel, because it's just I've been kind of fighting with myself internally, because it's like I'm seeing a lot of black people on Facebook and stuff basically like saying it's get back, fuck around and find out. They basically taking the side of the boy who stabbed somebody. And me personally, I think that shit's kind of crazy and I don't support it. And low key, I'm kind of like, I don't really want to speak on that publicly because, niggas get mad. Niggas get mad. I'm not even gonna
And
lie.
that's
Zakaya,
the and
Zakaya.
that's the indoctrination, right?
So here's the thing, Zakaya. I'm from 56 in Marsfield, right?
In Chicago?
So yeah. So
I'm from
here's the thing.
Chicago, hey!
So here's the thing, right? I want you to just be brutally honest with me.
Yeah.
In the schooling system in Chicago, is it good or terrible when you go to school?
I went to Gary Coleman College Prep. It was pretty shitty. I mean, now that, considering what I've been just been told, right?
Right.
I'm learning
So
that apparently I wasted my fucking time. Did I even get a fucking school education? Like, I feel like I've been sent off. I'm kind of pissed.
Zakai, hold on. So you guys, she is reiterating what me and Snacks have been saying on every live with these Democratic controlled areas. These light skinned leftists, they do not live in the same districts that they represent. Same with the melanated leftists. They do not live in the districts that they represent. But they send their kids to a good school, and their constituency, they leave them in crappy schools with crappy conditions. Now, Zakiya,
I'm
not too
sorry.
long
It's
ago,
actually Zakiya.
oh, Zakiya, sorry.
Yes.
It was Zakiya, not too long ago, they closed down a lot of good schools in Chicago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then listen to this, you guys. Democrats, they closed down good
Rahm
schools
Emanuel and them.
in Chicago, and they funneled all the inner city children into terrible damn schools and voted against school choice. Now, this is what I'm talking about, that generational trap. Deprive them of education, deprive them of true life experience, the American experience, and tell them all about racism. Now, here's the thing. I have to say this. You couldn't tell me what white supremacy is, but you heard about white supremacy.
For
And you
years.
automatically read this,
For years.
and you saw it as white supremacy. This is what they're doing to our children.
Hey, this shit low key pissing me off. Like, 'cause
But,
it's basically
hold on,
y'all
Zakia.
telling me that because I got a little sister that's in CPS right now. So basically, it's today school day? It's Friday, right? So she in school getting
Yeah.
indoctrinated right now. Is what you telling me?
That's what they do.
That
That,
shit
but
kinda
look, hold
bullshit.
on. I want to say something though. You're from Chicago,
Yes.
and if anybody's watching the news, Chicago is waking up and is becoming
Starting to.
red, because they're starting to see with the immigrant situation how badly they were abused and the money taken out of, like every day I see them school board meetings where Chicago are going crazy. They're pro-Trump and everything because they're knowing
Yeah.
about the
With
indoctrination.
Brandon
It's true.
Johnson, and they talking about the migrants and all. They kind of died down talking about the migrants, but I remember all last year, it was just a lot of strife that people was having. But at the same time, I was low key paying attention when he was running in, I think 2023, and I'm like, why don't vote for this dude? Like, he obviously playing. Like, he sitting out here talking about defunding the police. Why the hell would y'all want him to defund the police in Chicago? That's stupid.
Bingo.
But again, I'm having these thoughts internally. I'm never gonna actually like publicly talk about them because niggas still think I'm crazy. Hey,
Exactly.
Okay, listen. Darren, is it Darren or
following
Deron? Deron.
I just followed you too.
Listen, y'all. Listen,
Yeah.
I have a confession to make. Okay, I'm actually MAGA. I'm cosplaying as a Democrat right now because listen, I wanted to expose how these people be operated. I want to expose them. So just to have this conversation
You did
as a
an
former
excellent
leftist.
job trolling.
And listen, I'm glad this show didn't curse me out because I would have cursed me out. But I'm trying my best just to get people to show that other point of view because. People get so hostile when you come up here MAGA, and I'm in the comments trying to pretend that I don't agree with y'all, but I do. So listen, I'm sorry for low key lying to y'all, but I just want people to see how the typical black Democrat thinks. And I promise y'all, I didn't lie about being from Chicago. I did not lie about being taught this stuff in public education. It's all true, but that shit is crazy.
Facts.
So shout out to y'all. I'm following both of y'all. Shout out to
I absolutely love you. Follow my other account. I just got banned. Zakia, that was a blessing.
Hey, and listen, and let me
Love you too.
make this clear. Let me make this clear. I definitely know the difference between a man and a woman, okay? I am not crazy. Thank you very much. Let me make that very clear.
All right, I appreciate you.
Let me stop playing on y'all
Have
live,
a good
though.
one, Zakia.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, but I appreciate it.
Blessings.